Denmark, day 3, and clouds of conflict gathered as competition came down to the crunch. Before we entered the heat of battle, we asked some of the skippers how they got into this game in the first place.
First of all, I crewed with John Bertrand in the late 70s, early 80s, as we were preparing for the 1983 America's Cup.
Peter Gilmour asked me to go and sail with him at the One World team, and we, as one of the youngsters there, started getting into match racing.
That was the start. Then I got invited onto the what is now the World Match Racing Tour.
For the 2007 Cup, I was involved with Team New Zealand and did a lot more match racing there and really started to get into it.
My friends from New Zealand, they all grow up match racing. You know, and in Europe, I think there's quite a bit of match racing going on in the junior level.
They essentially started a very local, at a club level, going to a match racing event.
Getting down there, watching some racing, seeing how it happens.
Step up to state, regional or national level and try and improve.
At the local or national level, there's match racing and match racing events, which really are sort of qualifiers for the bigger events.
It's not just good enough to, for example, to go and win an Olympic gold medal and think you can come to match racing and win at that level. It's a lot harder than that.
You get hung up on a bad race, you know, it can be, can ruin the rest of your event.
The character that shines out in people is what I see as the real strength of what makes a great match racing team.
The mental side of things is obviously the toughest, just one race at a time, whether you win or lose. You got to try to win the next one.
It can take a while, but it's getting away that you've got the rankings, so you can pull through each different ranked event and hopefully eventually get up there to the Grade 1s or the World Match Racing Tour.
The competition format here is brutal for all 12 skippers. With 22 flights of round robins, only 4 skippers go through straight to the semis.
We are currently sitting on 7 wins, 1 loss, going into the final 3 races of the round robin. But there are a lot of other guys who are able to make it. They've only had a few losses and they're able to make it to 7 or 8 wins. So it's going to be tight. I think there's quite a lot of qualifying teams and new teams here, so the competition is maybe a little bit one-sided, where some of the stronger, more experienced teams are generally winning and making it. So now we have 3 races left and we have to win 1 to make it to 8, and I think when we're on 8 we'll be comfortable. 7 someone's going to miss out on.
The 4 skippers who made the semi-finals were Francesco Bruni, Torvar Mirsky, Adam Minoprio and Matteo Richard. Minoprio chose Bruni for the semis, leaving Mirsky to face tour leader Richard. We spoke to some of the skippers who went through or home. We thought we had to win 2, possibly 3 to go through, and as it transpired, definitely 3 were required. We won our first against Ben in quite a close race.
Unfortunately, we just couldn't get ourselves into gear. We didn't feel as though we were that quick and just struggled, so it was very frustrating.
Very happy with the way we have sailed this morning, 3 points, and we go through the semi-finals, so it's a great morning indeed.
Going into the semi-final now, we're racing Matteo Richard, and he beat us in the last race of the round robin, so that's a little bit of a problem we have to fix, and hopefully the results are our way in the semi-final.
2 matches were raced today in both semis. Minoprio led Bruni round the track in match 1, but had to take a penalty turn at the finish, which he completed in textbook style. In their second match, Minoprio dished out a penalty to Bruni and took the second to go 2-0 up. By contrast, Torvar Mirsky, after losing the first match against Matteo Richard, then led Richard all the way around in match 2, but had to complete an outstanding penalty on the finish line, which he didn't manage to do in textbook style. Here's the results boards going into the final day tomorrow, where we'll see who is the new king of Denmark.